What's good, family? So mash the like button and subscribe. So your man's the YB has got some exclusive proprietary information coming to you, man, across the wires right now from your man's John. Oh, scary, giving us an explosive update on his son Tyson. Oh, scary regarding the Deontay Wilder fight and potentially the Anthony Joshua unification fight. Now, let's get to it. These are the quotes from Mr. John Scary, aka the victim of the Black Skellington. No doubt. Yeah? The Black Skellington fell back, caressed his chin, and he went, Sss, oh, spark out. That's how he went out. Oh, spark out. That's how he went out. No doubt. Anyway, let's get to it. This is what John Scary said. Tyson's been inactive, but so has Wilder. They've both done nothing for 2 years. But I see Tyson with a mindset he's got today, knocking him out within 4 rounds. I mean, KOing him this time properly, getting the job done, where there's no arguments at all, flat out on his back, like I was against the Black Skellington. And then, when that's happened out of the way, a few weeks rest and on to Anthony Joshua. We want Joshua in December. We're going for that fight this year because we see Wilder as no threat at all. Once he's done the camp right. If he's done everything right to the letter, Wilder ain't a problem. He's got his number. Beat him twice. Beat him like a ragdoll. Beat him to a pulp last time. Similar to how Team Lighty whooped me into retirement. Wilder has got nothing to offer him at all. Only that big punch. And believe me, what I'm seeing in the new trainer, we know a lot about him as well. So we've got no fear at all. But don't get me wrong, we're concentrating on Wilder first. AJ won't even play a part in Fury's mind, in Tyson's mind at the moment, because he's thinking about Wilder. But yeah, get Beyonce out of the way. AJ, here we come. So we just heard there from your man's John Scary. Now, listen, I've been saying this for years, and I'll say it again. The Furies have been using Anthony Joshua's name to build their useless fights for years. And what we know is Fury's been fighting Wilder for about 4 years straight now, literally, no word of a lie. Since 2017. This fight, they fought in 2018, but in 2017 is when Fury came back. Ish. And they've been building, fighting Wilder for 4 years, like I said, since 2017. And every time AJ's been on the string, because when Fury first came back, guess what? AJ was offered. Eddie Hearn offered Fury to fight AJ. Tony Bellend, Dillian White, and AJ were all offered in one package. Fury didn't want none of it. But then, after him turning down Eddie Hearn, he went on to fight Chicken Legs Wilder. And in that period, all he kept talking about was AJ. AJ got my belts out the bin. I'm gonna fight Wilder because he's the better version of AJ. Everything that's come out of Fury's mouth and Team Fury's mouth has been in respect to AJ. Why? Because it constantly links them. Does that make sense? If all he talks about is Wilder, don't no one want to watch it. Even when, historically speaking, the Furies have talked of Wilder, it's always been in reference to AJ. I.e., yeah, Wilder is the better version of AJ. Wilder has got more power than AJ. See what I mean? Constantly keeping the two in the frame. Why? Because it builds, they think it builds sales, which it does. And what gets me frustrated, or why I've become disheartened with Team AJ in particular in the last few months, it relates back to this. Because Team AJ seem happy just to keep being sidemanned. Yeah, we saw a little bit of emotion out of AJ back in May, but he didn't follow up. Last month he was out there back shilling for Team Fury. Oh no, Fury did have... Yeah, no, Fury was definitely sick, and Fury did have legal obligations, and even though I haven't seen no court documents, no evidence the court document ever existed, the court case ever existed, I'm still going to say, Fury's a top fighting man. We know Fury isn't scared. He wants to fight everyone. He'll fight anyone. He's not scared to get hit. Isn't he? Will he? Will he fight everyone? He won't fight you, but I don't know why I'm having to say that to AJ, but it's facts. And that's why I've become disheartened with Team AJ. The performances suck. And this whole Fury situation sucks as well. I can't bear it. Makes my skin crawl that people are happy just to smile and go along to get along with this situation. Now the reason I say that is because obviously, what do we know? Tyson Fury is allegedly preparing to fight Deontay Wilder. And guess what? We're only 5 weeks out now. That's gone quick, isn't it? Wow! It's September 1st. It's gone quick. 5 weeks. Which means we're about 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away from Tyson Fury pulling out. But anyway, let's assume he's not going to pull out. We've got 5 weeks to go. And right on time, John Fury is out there promoting the AJ fight. Why? Listen, I mean, not being funny, the proof or the evidence is in his own statements. John Fury says he says that Team Fury are preparing for the AJ fight in December. Does anyone believe that? The real truth is, we'll be lucky to get the Wilder fight by December. Do you understand? There's more chance, or in fact the only chance of any fight happening is the Wilder one in December. By December, rather. About we're going to fight October 8th and then somehow fight in December. When has Fury ever done that? Unless it's been a bum. Fury, don't get me wrong, Fury loves to fight a bum. He'll fight Panini on June and some next bum in August. He loves bums. He fought Wallin and some next dude, Thomas something. Both of them were 2 back-to-back as well. But apart from that, I've made it quite clear in some of my last videos. What did I make clear? Well, if you look at the history, Fury fights a good fight every 2 years. Was it 2 or 3? I think it might have been 3 years, but either way, let's do the maths. He fought Vlad in 2015. He fought Wilder in 2018. There's 3 years. Yeah, there is. Tyson Fury fights a good fight every 3 years. I mean, right on time. Because guess what? Fury fought in 2015. He fought in 2018. Then he fought in 2020. So he made it a bit close. Oh, only 2 years. But guess what? Now it's 2021. The back end of it. And we still ain't got the fight. So Fury's... Trust me, he right on time. He's about to stretch it out some more. To make sure he hits the 3-year milestone he likes to hit every time he fights a decent fight. No doubt. My man, even if you want to... Listen, it took him 18 months between the first Wilder fight and the second Wilder fight. Was it 18? Yeah, it was 2018 he fought. The whole of 2019 went by. And it was in February. Best part of 18 months went by. That's what Fury does. So Mr. 18 months to get half-sharp fight no one didn't want anyway, but either way. And you think he's going to go in there? I mean, it's not even practical, is it? But this just shows you how much this Team Fury's lie. But it also shows you how desperate they are to sell this fight. You can tell they're struggling with sales for this Wilder fight. Because the fact they're having to, oh yeah, please buy the Wilder fight, because if you do, I promise you, we're going to give you the AJ fight straight away. Because guess what? If they say, oh well, yeah, buy this Wilder fight and we might do the AJ fight in 2 years, that don't build no hype, does it? People like the idea of the AJ fight being sooner. Oh well, look, yeah, see, if you buy this Wilder fight, we're going to give you the AJ one straight after, so it's almost like buy one get one free. Apart from your team turned down contract negotiations. Let's not forget that, yeah? Eddie Hearn could have literally made that December, January, February date ready for you. You didn't want nothing to do with that. Oops. But again, this just shows you how. And what makes it worse is you've actually got fans and media out there who think the Furies are solid people. No word of a lie. You have people out there who talk about how the Furies are pillars of truth. Oh yeah, I love the Furies. They're real down to earth. Yeah, they're real, true, honest, working people. Wow, full of lies. You've got no intention of fighting in December. It wouldn't even be practical. Even if you ran through Wilder in 4 rounds, like you say you will. You ain't going to fight in December. Never. I mean, again, we'd be lucky, yeah? If Fury ran through Wilder in 4 rounds, we'd genuinely be lucky to be in contract negotiations by December. Why? Well, they fight on October 8th. Fury will go on a bender for 2 months, which takes us to December 8th. And there you go. We'll be lucky to start contract negotiations in December at some time. That's the truth. Never mind book the fight in and have the fight on and have done all the preparations for it. Having a laugh. This AJ fight will be lucky for June next year. If Fury wins, and I'm actually hoping he loses, truth be known. I hope Fury loses. I hope Fury gets washed. I'm done with him and his family. I'm sick of him. The best thing for boxing would be Fury getting his head knocked right off into retirement. That's what I want. I'm not sure Wilder can do it, but that's what perfect outcome for me would be. Fury's head come flying off. I'm done with them. Yes, Wilder's completely delusional, and he's full of lies too, but I don't know, something's not. Yeah, something don't sit right with me in Fury at the moment. It's too much lies for me. Way too much lies. At least, guess what? At least Deontay Wilder didn't string man along. Yeah? At least Deontay Wilder never strung man along. He never signed a contract and then, oh yeah, I'm doing an AJ fight. Oh no, I'm not. We always knew Wilder was super scary. And he kept it that way. Didn't want nothing to do with a fight. Fury will actually sign a fight, and even when it's signed, you don't know it's happening. Nah, I can't be doing that. And even when you sign a contract, he playing games. For all we know, yeah, let's say he beat AJ. Oh, I'm retiring. All that kind of stuff. It's not. I'm not there for it. I'm not interested in it. It's a joke. And even going on to another point, John Scary talks about how, oh well, if it's funny, the contradictions are rife. He says, oh, we're going to run through Wilder in 4 rounds, and if my son's gonna run. I'm 100% sure my son's gonna run through Wilder in 4 rounds. And if he has the right preparation, if he prepares the right way, if he prepares perfectly, then he definitely gonna what? That's a contradiction, John. Is he gonna run through him in 4 rounds, or in true Fury fashion, are you putting in built-in prerequisites? Oh well, no, he'll run through him if A, B, C, D. Well, that's not the same as running through him, is it? Because you best believe if Fury sucks, he'll say, oh well, I did tell you that the training wasn't perfect. It's a bit like when you told Mickey Phil you'd have him if this, that, the other. That's what you're always doing. And that's why I'm sick of the Furies. The whole lot of it just stinks. And I'm not sure the word, but I'm so just detached from this whole situation right now. I'm sick of how these people treat boxing fans, in as much as John Fury wants to. Oh, I believe the MTK dudes have given him a script to read out, but either way, a promotional script, but either way, listen, they've basically told him, oh John, we need to drum some more sales up. And they want, what gets me the most frothing is the reaction they want from fans. They want us, man, to be like, oh wow, oh we're so grateful, really, John, really do we get to see the AJ fight in December? That's how they're doing us. That's how low they think of us. We're just gonna jump up and buy this pay-per-view of Wilder versus Fury because they've said, we're going to get the AJ fight. Oh, wow, we're so grateful. Thank you. Thank you for giving us the one fight we wanted 2 years ago. Or not even, this is the thing, he's not even saying he's going to give us it. He's saying that, well, we'll think about it, because we're not going to talk about it now, because he's got the other fight. So, he's not, that's the mad thing. Oh, well, yeah, we're going to give you it in December, but we can't talk about it now, because we've got to focus on Wilder. So, are you going to give it us in December or not? What do you mean? You're just talking hot air like you always are. But this sums up the powers that be and their respect for boxing fans. There is none. They see us as a big pot to be milked, a big titty to be sucked on. And for all you dons who put your hand in your pocket and pay up, yeah, they be sucking your titty 24/7, and that's on you. Because for me, I've boycotted it all. I ain't paying for no fights. Full stop. They're making too much money. Bottom line, boxing needs a good old recession. Yeah, fighters need to be broke and be earning their money like everyone else has to. All this turning up, Tommy Fury turning up for 750 grand. For that, you're having a laugh. It's a joke, it's laughable. Go in there and do a job that everyone else has to do. I don't get it myself. I don't know what boxers do that's that great. Same with sports people, to be fair. All they do is what everyone else does, truth be known. Do another job. They should be on 50 grand a year, in my opinion. Yeah? So anything above 50 grand a year, I don't want to hear it. Now, if you're earning less than that, fair enough, you've got a gripe. But anything, I mean, to be honest, the average salary is like 30 grand. So anyone earning more than that in boxing needs to be quiet. If you're earning less, then it's kind of peak. But anyone making more than 30 grand a year, I don't want to hear it. But you ain't being paid right. You're being paid just fine. Yeah? And you're doing something you love to do. Most people are in some dead job. So don't give me that. I don't want to hear no more about it. Oh, fighters ain't being paid properly. Listen, they're being paid just fine. No doubt.